Comes to a close here. FURIA with a couple of flashes, just one smoke, two mollies, and no Julies as mentioned. No utility for the CTs whatsoever, boys. This is deathmatch for them.
Fast retakes need to be on the cards without those kits. And it looks like it's just going to be a fast upper hit with these bangers flying through the skylights. But is Art going to be able to create this space? Was Sharp in the first map of the series. It's going to be Yuri coming in hot. Rez not going to be seen, picking up almost that third. But it's a full-on mop up. The ninjas with mops.
Yo, I'm telling you, Rez just gave us a proper Sam Fisher impression.
Yeah,
just
true.
Executed.
From the rafters, in the shadows. Took his time as well, but maybe not out of the woods just yet. We are going to see a 3 versus 1, and it's one of the best performers of the tournament so far. KSCERATO, an opportunity to find his kill towards main. They would be throwing this round away if he was to find multiple frags. Now this is more like it. Lock him in towards that squeaky door. He creates a hole, but the bomb is down on the site here. So this would have to be given away for NiP to stand a chance.
Well, that's a good start back in.
He's got no armor on this. This would be one ridiculous clutch out of KSCERATO, considering
He's got the time.
He has. He's just playing with this door. Hampus probably starting to quake in his boots a little bit. He knows at this range that one shot to the Glock.
Oh, too close for comfort there. The 3 versus 1, 99 damage towards Rez, but it's enough. NiP win a very important pistol round. Smiles all around there. No bomb planted, but does kind of give us the question mark as to whether they'll be buying up in the second, could they the full eco and buy up in the third here, or bring out the Tech 9s. It's a difficult decision on Nuke. Looks like they may be going for the full eco here. Just a single flashbang purchase and a Zeus. So indeed, bringing out those rifles in round number 3. So if they can get the bomb down here, Alex, that's a victory in its own right in this particular round.
Yeah, good luck doing that, though. Maybe that Zeus from Art is going to be the difference maker.
Right? Cause some chaos and try and sneak it down the vents. That's about it. But they've got a single flashbang to try and cause said chaos.
Not an easy task, I'll tell you that much. Look at this lobby hold. This is the less glamorous side of Counter-Strike because it is categorically the right decision.
Bleed out the grenades.
Yes, exactly.
Wait for a potential mistake, someone overstepping the mark. And yeah, this could be quite a dull minute in today's showing, but
yeah,
we'll let it go. We'll wait to see what happens. The flashbang is still available.
So I Googled,
oh, here we go.
What is the probability of a person walking through a wall based on quantum mechanics?
Okay, what led you to Google
that?
Through a
wall. Well, because I remember someone smarter than me at one point saying, when you're talking about probability, like the probability is non-zero. It's very small, but it's non-zero.
But I thought you've got certain and uncertain, right? It's certain if I walk to that wall right now, I'm not going to go through it. So does that mean it's 0 probability?
But the probability of you walking through that wall, it's
what is the chance a portal opens?
Well, I don't know if it's a portal or if it's something to do with, I don't know.
No, you got yourself there. Let's go.
Honestly, the wall could be walking straight through that wall.
Right. So, like, imagine I'm like a kind of like a collection of what is pixels? What do you call it? What are we made out of?
Atoms.
Matter.
Yep. Atoms. Matter. Yeah. That's
electrons.
Exactly where I'm going with this. I'm not smart, guys. I'm just trying to talk about quantum mechanics.
No, I like
okay?
this.
So, right. So I'm pixels, atoms.
Yep.
And they're all in an assortment, and so is the wall. They're all constructive atoms, so potentially our atoms could have exactly the same structure where the empty space, we're more empty space than we are atoms, right?
Okay, no, I understand what you're saying.
I'm trying.
No, I'm kind of with you.
I wanted someone to explain it to me, but the answer it's just very sciencey.
Well, if you know, if you can explain it to us like we're 5, please X us right now and tell us what we're talking about. Because right now, the gun round is underway. Now, bear in mind, after winning the pistol and the full eco in the second, it's going to be NiP with less firepower here. Art lets them know he's got the AK-47 in hand. What a fantastic showing. He had a Mirage, continuing that good form here as they creep in towards the upper bomb sites. Just Rez here with the MP9 at range. Can't do anything about it. And now Brollan completely dismantled as well. This is a very clean round from FURIA. What a bounce back.
Very solid performance with those AKs picked up. Yuri cracking heads, Art with the opening. And Head Trick, even though he's got the big green, he's been pretty sharp with it. It's not looking likely. Config drawing attention there. But look where Head Trick is. He's tucked away at the back of the ramp. He might find a timing. We'll see the barrel coming through. Lines that one up on a cello. And it will be some damage to FURIA's economy. Boost up towards the heavens for Art. And they are looking to hunt him down and stop that AWP from being saved. But Head Trick, he hasn't died yet.
Yeah, let's find out if they are successful in this one. They know the AWP was ramp side. It's the unknown entity of Config who's managed to find himself a nice AK upgrade by virtue of that Head Trick pick. So it takes Cello's weapon. And maybe that's just going to be a nice 2-rifle save. I say that as Art is on his way. Fallen flirting with aggression as well. Now with Art going down, that might be enough. Lay down arms and accept that you've picked up the win, albeit with your opponent saving.
I have a question. Have we shown the talent archery today? Is it being put out there?
That's a good question.
The video being put out? Because not to put any spoilers at that, but in the archery, the 1v1, the table tennis.
True.
Oh, no spoilers. Don't spoil it.
I'm just saying, I'm a very successful man.
You've had a very good day in the office.
I've had a good day.
You have had a fantastic day.
Some way, somehow, the pressure didn't get to me, didn't choke. I thought I was going to choke in the 1v1. I was 5-1 down.
Yeah, you did hold on.
But somehow kept it going. And did that last season as well. It's a real tactical advantage. Get it out of your ear. You don't want to listen to it. Just focus on the game. I don't think Harry did the same. So maybe he was caught up in the source of the Scouse accent.
He was caught up in case openings. I don't know what that was, but he certainly gave you a freebie there.
I don't want to comment on that part of the...
I'm sick of this Harry Russell.
I wasn't trying.
Well, clearly, I opened a case and gave you a kill.
It's like that thing. I used to do this once. So I did it once as a kid. Like, you're doing the 100-meter sprint, and you know you're not going to win. It's like the 50-meter mark. You pretend to fall over, and it's like, oh, damn, that's a shame. Damn, you can feel yourself losing. Definitely did that once or twice in my career, and I know the feeling. If you know it's all over and you've got no chance, just pretend that you weren't trying.
Exposing yourself, Henry. Can't believe you've done that.
On a sports day, no less.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's not sportsmanship at all.
Ah, damn. Can you believe it? I fell over. Well, speaking of which, hampus is gone as well. He hits the deck as Yuri creeps through the smoke at a 5-on-4. Massive advantage for FURIA. Lots of time remaining. And bear in mind, the money is pretty dire for the CTs right now. Brollan pulls one back. Nice work with the FAMAS. But still, plenty of time here and lots of control as well towards outside. But how do they utilize the space they've garnered?
Well, time will tell. Head trick slowly made his way through lowers early on. I don't know if he's pre-scoped or not, but he's playing that shotgun AWP angle, and it looks like we are going to see...
Oh, the timing is insane.
Oh, no info. Yeah, Brollan gets away! Only for a moment. Fallen will strike as well, but now they know there's red containers occupied. Headtrick doesn't have anything to report from his peek out secret. And so, well, 40 seconds, yeah, they're going to return back to the lobby. Bit of uncertainty, admittedly, there's a risk to this. You don't have the answers, and Config will take that long-range engagement. There's no squeaky door to be seen, and it enables that long pick into KSCERATO. Look at this angle from Yuri, though. They're not going to be ready for this.
He's got no idea that this creep is coming in from heaven. But can Config get into the right position to flick around maybe in time? Not going to happen, well. Yuri. Big round from him so far, but the job's not done. Head trick. 2 flashes, can maybe make his way up the vent, but he's only got that orb. 72 points of health now.
Yeah, he's done for. You can't really justify committing to this retake with the AWP in hand. Sure, he's got a bit of utility. He could smoke the top of the vent, flash out, maybe get to squeaky door. It's going to take so long. He might as well hold on to the AWP and give them a fighting chance going forward. Problem is, in terms of loss bonus, boys, they're already getting $1,900 on top of their 0. So definitely want to save the AWP. It's a sort of weapon you can win around single-handedly. Take it towards ramp, perhaps, get aggressive so you can find that first pick. So the hunt might be on, but the money's not amazing for the T-side either. It all started here with the Yuri creeping through that smoke, spotting the booties, and head trick locked in towards Secret. Will survive by the looks of things as he takes down the penultimate player.
Yeah, that's big. I mean, it's the only thing they'll have to work with in the next, and yet to die is...
Hang on. Oh, how did he survive that?
Cello doesn't believe it.
Get him his teeth.
Let's see this. I mean, gosh, Headtrick, you are a lucky man.
It's a very different round now. The difference in having an AWP and then 5 USPs is tremendous. They have to treat this very differently. They know it as well. And we'll see if they want to justify any sort of timeout. I don't think so, but they bring out the MAC-10s here. But they've got to be very careful. First objective, work out where Headtrick is and then try and avoid him at all costs. And then maybe just going for a straight-up upper rush here, which I don't mind, but if you're got that 200 IQ, you might... Oh, straight towards round. It's a bit of a hybrid, so... Suggesting they're going towards upper, in towards round. Thankfully, no AWP there, and should be a lower play here.
Well, you're not expecting the AWP to have got started lower, right? So, ooh, Brollan does well to find out. A bit of a messy one on the MAC-10, but for NiP now, it does just become a question of making the best of a bad situation.
So, Headtrick was towards the heaven position, just to note. So if they did rush up, but that could have been an absolute mare. I think you guys defined that earlier. Yep. Was it mare was not a nightmare, but something different?
A bit of both.
Bit of both.
It was a little man dancing on your chest.
Oh, yeah, right, okay, of course.
Like a sleep paralysis demon.
Dude, I've been having sleep paralysis quite a lot recently.
Really?
It's not a good feeling.
Anyone
it's
dancing on your chest? Or
No. Kind of
Face,
demons in
actually.
my brain, I would say. It'd be more like that. It's not a good feeling, though. You're kind of like you lie on your bed, and you are like asleep, but you're awake at the same time. You can't move your body.
So your
and you're,
brain is awake.
you're screaming like, Henry, like, you need to move your arms, you need to move your legs. You can hear like your phone ringing, and you can't get up. So you have to like, I can start shaking my head really subtly, and then faster and faster until it's enough to wake me up. And you can be in there for like 2 minutes sometimes. It's real fun. You should give it a go sometimes.
I can't think of anything more.
It's the worst
horrific.
feeling. Like,
Yeah.
I think I got it like when we got back from Gamers 8. That's when I started getting it pretty hard. But thankfully, this week it's got better. So
good. But that's why you've been flying high. And the ping pong, the 1v1s.
Yeah.
Clearly, man has had his REM.
A little bit at least, yeah. Well, we do have another gun round ahead of us, but FURIA with 3 in a row.
Hello, Cello.
Cello? You got no gun, mate.
Cello's gone to throw his smoke and then go by? No, he's just got a Glock, bro.
Oh, this is an absolute blunder, boys.
That is, oh my God.
Blunder of the day, I would say.
I got
You've gone Glock only.
You got $7 grand in your bank account.
Okay, well, it could be fine. Like, they get a kill in ramp or someone goes down. He will just have to play at the very back of the pack right now.
Yeah, don't push lobby, please.
Oh, I haven't seen this in years, and he's gone down. He's inside his own head.
Calculate it. Calculate it.
Yeah.
What's the one that you want to lose, right? Like
I suppose,
didn't have a gun, so
he didn't buy a gun.
That's weird. Yeah, I guess he was just so focused on like what had been asked of him out of the spawn. He bought his nades
all
and
the
it was
utilities.
like,
I've got to throw this smoke.
Yeah, right.
I've got to go. I've got to near the door.
That's so bizarre. I don't think I've seen that in at least a couple of years.
Brollan is so sharp these days. Like, it's the sort of shot I don't expect him to hit. He always seems to connect. Like,
yeah,
gotta respect him.
Absolutely, especially now because that frag alone from Fallen has given them access to the lower site.
Absolutely. And I don't think there's much. Oh, actually, it's quite enough in terms of rotations. Brollan's down there and head tricks, gaining control of the lobby. But what a miss that is, right through the wickets.
real quick with the stick today. Unfortunately, just barely off the mark this time, unlike Mr. Greer in archery earlier. Let's move into
allegedly. We're not sure about
allegedly, we don't have
it
confirmation on that just yet.
Yeah.
That's an angle. That is an angle. It's rewarded nicely. And now hampus will activate as well. So this is definitely going to be in the ninjas in pajamas, tying things up neat and tidy. After starting strong in the pistol, FURIA definitely found their feet fast, but this one looks to be tying us all up at dead even.
Yeah, no time left to get that bomb planted. Yuri just tucking away and hoping he can bring this AK into the next. Money, not an issue. Cello saving up this round for whatever reason. And FURIA...
At least he's got plenty of money going forward, I suppose.
I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, he'll be dropping a few weapons here, and he'll drop the orb straight away. Sorry about that, Captain. And yeah, they've gone for the AWP. It's in the hands of Art right now, which, to be honest, he's been hitting some absolute bangers. Like, he had the A ramp spawn a few times in Mirage. He was taking it and hitting some incredible shots. So I don't mind it at all. He has got the best spawn, I think. So we'll see what he can make of it. He actually throws it over to Fallen. So take all that away, but the sentiment remains, I suppose.
I would okay, the sentiment for Fallen. He's been hitting some bangerangers on Mirage and, of course, taking it to secure this 1-0 lead they hold in this series. We're in the mid-bracket, so opportunities. Bangerangers, yeah.
Bangerangers. I almost bought a boomerang and brought it over here, but I thought maybe I'll save that for IEM Sydney instead.
Ooh,
that's probably good.
Are you a skilled boomeranger? Can you make it come back?
It's not hard. It's just confusing because you throw it what looks backwards, right? Because you throw it with the loop going away from you rather than towards. It feels...
I'm with you, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because if I was naturally throwing it, I would have the elbow facing backwards. Yeah,
but then it doesn't come back. But if you throw it the other way, it goes in the little arc and it comes back.
I want to try. I saw a frisbee. Is that you too? There's a frisbee in the
frisbee?
office, and there is a push into the top site. Look at this from Art, straight out the edge of the smoke. Main smoke, nades in response. He's got very little health to work with, but he is out and about. Config on the hut for clear. Good find from hampus to start off proceedings. Cello scored one back, and through the smoke, Config finds another. KSCERATO and Fallen combined. Yuri off the top rope, and now only head trick. As the dust settles. Ramp again, and a very uncomfortable clutch. He might just find himself in repeatedly this kind of Groundhog Day of saving.
He is yet to die, bro. That is insane. We're in round number 7, and he has had to save time and time again. Has had little to no impact in that regard. He's got 6 kills, I suppose, but this just from the save kills. It's just when he's providing some self-preservation. So head trick removed once more. KSCERATO, Yuri and Fallen maybe looking to hunt once again.
Keeping the AWP alive, high priority. He's got 3K in the bank. You've got almost 3K for hampus. But you're looking at Rez, who's only got 900. And Config as well. down in a similar position. I thought this was going to go horribly for FURIA. That mini smoke was real deep.
Yeah, there's a gap right for Rez. But he was so fixated on it. And the fact that Yuri could come and exploit that, I don't know. Maybe it come back to haunt him.
Ended up working out. By the way, of course, sound at LAN, you know, can be a little factor as well, especially in the chaos of comms. You won't hear that drop onto Annex. You won't hear the little drop behind you. Things are a whole different ball game. Everyone playing with those in-ears as well. Which have come a long way, honestly.
Has our handshake caught on yet, Alex? Have you seen any of the players doing it?
Your handshake.
Guys, Fallen is using my mouse pad.
Which one?
Your mouse pad?
Well, not mine.
Machine GG mouse pad?
Yeah, not the machine-branded mouse pad, but I just got a new one that I'm in love with.
What is it? I guess we shouldn't say. I guess we probably shouldn't say.
No, but either way, it's one of the new Wave.
Is that one of those artisan ones? Is that what people call them?
It's from China, but it's a different name, yeah. But I just saw Fallen. I guess he's got that hook, the same hookup I do in Malta. You know, the guys basically gave me some mouse pads.
Okay, I might need that hookup. I use a desk pad right now, and I can't bring it with me.
I have it. He gave me two.
Okay.
There's one that I prefer. The other one is it makes a bit of a zippy sound. You know, when you're moving your mouse, you kind of hear that.
Is it like a hard pad, or is it just a weird material?
Soft. It's a different material.
Okay.
I'll let you. I'll bring it in.
Yeah, if I could try it out and see what it feels like, because I'm in the market for one. Because it's not a good feeling having the desk pad. It's great when you're going home, but when you ever have to leave the house, you're kind of buggered.
Do you have the issue here? Because you guys have been saying, you know, the humidity levels are quite high.
Yeah.
That if certain swampy pads, well, that's when
get moldy pads as well.
I got one of the artisans not long ago because the material they use sort of resists that because they're from a relatively high humidity area as well where they make it.
Because swamp pad sucks.
Yeah.
I was using like a QCK Plus from 900 years ago, and it was just use. I mean, swapping to this one, it was night and day. And here comes head trick. Oh, death! No, into him by Cello. Tries to go aggressive. They may overlook this position though.
Oh, hello. Yeah, they definitely do. They've overlooked the ram spot. And it's going to be the double kill with the 5-7, maybe a triple. This is getting messy!
Hello!
And the hat trick is delivered. Brollan with not very much at all here will manage to potentially secure the round. They will recover the bomb. Back to a 2-on-2. Hampus with that M4. Rez with the 5-7 as well, holding towards lobby. And Art's controlling the rotations down towards Ven. Now this is looking very good for FURIA still, even after suffering 3 kills against that 5-7. So with no kits, no utility, they might just go recover the AWP, maybe upgrade to an AK and just call it a day.
Oh, I mean, that is bittersweet. You know, you can't help but... You can't be sitting there going, oh, Brollan should have got 4.
Right.
But also... and also, that death does completely remove the potency.
Oh, at least there's a mountain of weapons for them.
True.
I'll throw one away as well, making sure FURIA can't save that across to the next, and that's if they even come up the ramp to end the round. Here it is again. Nice little 3-piece feed from Brollan. Oof. Of course, you can't say he had to expect that 4th man sneaking in. Late trade from Yuri, locking down that B site, getting that bomb back, and securing the round.
Well, this one is starting to unravel at the seams for NiP. A map down already. FURIA looking very comfortable here in this second map as well. After losing the pistol, they are up 5-3. They have control of the money, the momentum. They're dictating the pace each and every time. Headtrick seems to be missing vital shots, although he does suffer his first death in the previous round there as well. We are going to see what round 9 holds. Headtrick, just to note, is heading towards outside. Going to be providing the initial incendiary for his teammate to potentially cross over towards Secret. That's going to be Hampus.
KSCERATO straight onto the lower side of the map already.
Is one of his calling cards, though. He's such a nuisance down there. Not necessarily always looking for frags. We just know he's down there and he'll be hiding somewhere. It's so difficult to deal with. Speaking of which, they've got to flush out Hampus as well.
Yeah, I've seen this position overlooked multiple times, but not today, not by Cello.
Good night, sweet prince.
Here we go, looking like FURIA could have a 6th hit. Art keeps the top side players busy as Brollan. He's got a lot heading.
I think it might be done already, boys.
Yeah, unless Brollan pulls out something ridiculous. He's got his back turned right now. I mean...
Like, multiple frags in this position? Maybe.
Now
there's a chance. Okay, now we're saying that he might be able to do something with this. It's a nice spot. Does he try and deny the bomb? Doesn't matter. No.
Yeah, diligent stuff out of FURIA. And yeah, limited options now. Headtrick just trying to maintain his ramp control. But Fallen's coming for you. He's gunning for you. He knows where you are.
Daddy certainly does know.
He's not happy about it whatsoever.
Daddy sharp
Another crispy one as well. Give me that orb, son. Let me show you how it's done.
I love our characterization of Fallen.
Yeah, I don't even know why. It's just
like Grandpa from The Simpsons.
Exactly. It's all going wrong for KSCERATO. That was woeful, brother. Got to control those ones. A rare miss.
That was so sincere, Henry.
I know, I think he would agree, unfortunately. Like, it was one of those shots like, oh, this is obviously an easy one, and then he starts spraying and he's moving a bit too fast. They should, they actually left them to losing everyone.
Oh, hello.
So a free kill has actually left them with just one player remaining. That's a bit of a hollow victory, I'm afraid.
Yeah, plenty of cash to splash at least in the short term, but there will be echoes and ripples felt after if this goes NiP's way.
You're just hoping none of your dead teammates saw that. If you KSCERATO, you're just like, oh no, he's
It's that point though where you see them strafing and you're like, he's going to turn, he's going to stop, he's going to fight. So you have that track just behind him. And then he just keeps going wider and wider, turns around and domes you. It's like, what are you doing?
And committing to those sprays when they do just move the way you weren't expecting.
Bear in mind, it was KSCERATO pretty quiet on Mirage as well. Just not his best showing today, but the team's still up 6-3 and a map to the good as well. So
Eastside Nuke as well.
Yep, absolutely, bro. So this is, all jokes aside, still a very strong performance. That round could have been cleaner, though. Their finances are actually quite heavily impacted. They lose this next round. They won't have an amazing buy going forward. Same story for both teams, to be honest, but we've got Brollan now patrolling those vents, trying to deny KSCERATO entry down into that very lucrative area.
Res so low already, so really has to pick his position to play in, and stuck there on default is not a good place to be. Config, you rescuing the incendiary. He's on edge. They are on edge right now.
Okay. I love it.
What's the game plan here? So still spawn for Cello and Fallen lining up smokes. Dude, Fallen doing let me not correct myself. FURIA doing a wall of smokes in yard. Used to not happen at all. It actually used to be a completely neglected part of the map for them. This is the Fallen effect. A warehouse smoke?
I was wrong. It's not the NiP smokes. They're in the spots to do them.
But just on top of Unbreakable, so it does like it sows a little bit of doubt. Could be in warehouse, could, but isn't. Hampus handles the first test. Yuri gave it a go. Committing in now with 30 seconds left. They're all still congregated in lobby. This is the fight. Config lets it slip. Still finds art between the wickets.
Could be enough as well. It's all about Brollan in the vents. If he can find his timing and come up, or potentially wait, the bomb will be delivered with 15 seconds remaining. They've got to jump down, and Fallen hits the shot once again. They'll scramble down to the lower bomb site. They've got a real chance of planting as well. 9 seconds remaining. C4 down, and Headtrick needs to start hitting some shots out. Too many misses today.
I think Fallen's on for another. So switched on with that AK-47. Res considering the vents. That's a dangerous place to go.
Gotta get your skates on here, boys. Rez has got the kid as well. Headtrick waiting for the chance.
The patience to just hide there on default, not overextend, not overcook. He knows KSCERATO is one shot from the grave. But how's this timing? Rez is coming. If he can find it, maybe there's a chance, maybe there's a shot, but that time has ticked so far, and Fallen finally rotates away.
No. Okay, I thought maybe there's a chance he ran in.
They just took so long about it. I guess, I mean, you understand Headtrick waiting for that fight. Fallen never gave him. That was bizarre, and you know Brollan is mad as a hatter about that. When they drop, when your bomb's in front of you with 15 seconds left, you should be laughing.
There's so many options for you, right? You could have a stay and fight like he did. You're probably going to get one more, or you could just delay. You could just run back and just make sure you can deny the plan there. He stayed with the more combative option, and sure, that should have worked out for him. But Fallen, okay, he wasn't even aiming at him. A little bit lucky. I guess it's Go TV, but still, the crosshair was not on him. Divine intervention there a little bit. Can we get the replay of that one again, please, in like extra slow motion when it's got the timeout? Because the crosshair, from what I could see, was nowhere near him.
It was just like what Art did earlier on Mirage. Yes. Same thing, jumping into mid, bloody crosshair down to the left and headshot. Here we go.
Oh, come on, mate. Come on now. You take it all day long.
Not even a blunder, Brollan. I think you got...
unfortunate.
Yeah, I think God hates you. That's all it is.
It might be the case. That is wild. Well, Fallen. Impressive. Nonetheless, as we see 7-3 ring through for the Brazilians here. 5 AKs this time, recovering their finances after a difficult round against the half buy. KSCERATO once again down those vents. Oh no, I spoke too soon. And he is down now. 29 HP, and it's pretty decent buy with the CT. He's got an ult for Headtrick. 4 and 4s, but he's yet to really have any real impact with the CT side sniper.
They re-aggress, or rather aggress into the lobby, using a HE to obscure with the black smoke. He's through and across. Headtrick to hold this passive line, tight gap.
Config in the right position there on Idiot Wall. Not getting flushed out of the CT vent, but can he find a timing to peek here? Oh, the push!
Nice.
It's no good. Yuri is there for the trade, but does he expect Headtrick? He's never going to expect the AWP in hut there.
They've gone away. That was enough of a distraction to get the bomb down the fence. Now...
They could do something with this. They're going to go for the plant with the smoke.
Yeah, he's waiting for Fallen to open the door, but Fallen's being diligent here. We'll get the underhand in. Now he'll open the door for the smoke. 2v4 though, I mean, that is, I think, too tall an order. I'm talking Venti, Mocha Shocker, Frappuccino.
With this bomb down, a couple of flashes, and you've got KSCERATO and Fallen ready and waiting toward that single door. I think you better get your casting socks on, Alex. This one could be interesting.
To make me believe. Just
Let's do it. Why don't you cast around? There you go.
All right.
Pull them up.
Let's see. Config with the late arrival on the vent. 3 down the ramp. Smokes are in. A 4 versus 2. Kits are plenty. There's no way that these two Brazilian players should have a voice in this round. Fallen investigating. KSCERATO is not expecting. This was the gap. It's overlooked. A free frag and all onto Fallen. He'd have to do the impossible. Not planted for him.
Okay.
And it was... Wait. Hold on. Oh, this... guys.
They've got it.
That was tough.
It was a little bit uncomfortable. They've got it. All right, so yeah, a couple of kills there. You never know, but it is going to be the first round in some time for NiP after giving up 4 in a row. Finally, they answer back, taking the total up to 4 and 3 players surviving. Not too bad at all. We'll have a tactical timeout this time for FURIA. Gary, a chance to chime in. If you're not aware, it's FURIA who are no strangers to Malta. They actually have a boot camp or a summer house. Not really sure how you describe it, but they've spent a lot of time here.
Holiday house.
And yeah, they get to boot camp in Europe. It's not the best ping necessarily, but it's getting better and better every month, it feels like. We can get like, what, like 35 to 40 now on German servers? When we first moved here, it was like 60. So
really? Okay.
I don't know what they've done to the cable and the CMAC, but you need to get on that in Australia, I reckon.
Yeah, I was playing on the UK server earlier.
UK's not great from Malta.
It wasn't great.
No, that's like a good like 65 over there.
Just does that thing where it shifts you around if it's full. Yeah, so I got moved there.
I think if my advice would be in Malta, use Interbreak 0. Sorry, Interbreak 2 instead.
Yep.
Apparently better for slightly higher ping.
Okay.
Maybe you're familiar with that back in Oz as well. I don't know.
I'll throw that in the exec while I'm here on my little work trip.
How much CS have you played?
Fair bit.
Yeah?
A couple of hours.
All my gear's in my backpack all the time. I have to bring it down each day. So I don't really set it up when I get home. Don't really have the energy. So I haven't played a lot.
I was hoping to get myself... If we get home at a reasonable time, I was going to get a little bit of CS2 action on the new Premier.
That's a good point. Yeah, we need to play the new Inferno.
Yeah,
we have to give it a go.
It'd be lovely to have CS2, wouldn't it?
Oh. You still haven't got it?
No, it's the OCE vibe.
After all the new invites sent out today, nothing?
Valve hates OS. I've been playing on Euro servers too, matchmaking, and nothing. Anyway, timing is a bitch sometimes, and it's hampus to come out on top, but he gets his body put in the ditch by Cello. 4v4, where are we going for FURIA?
They've got all the time in the world to work it out. For now, 4 players are towards outside. No lobby control whatsoever. If the CTs were going to answer back, that'd be a nice reaction. Get a head trick, pushed up and towards the trophy room if possible, and that's exactly what he's going to do.
It is interesting we haven't seen much head trick Yard. Like he
seems to be in the worst place at the wrong time each and every round. He's had nothing to do with the action. Like it's already over, and he's trying to like find that one player, but already knows where he is.
He's been relatively mobile as well. You've seen him in a fair few positions so far this first half, but never is in the right position at the right time. Brollan in a decent position to bring that round right back. Oh, spots it on the jump, has that molly to drop and buy the extra time, but Fallen with the AWP. He doesn't want to be going up the vent, so it looks like FURIA will try and commit to this lower site. Bomb's been spotted by that jump peak from Brollan. So we'll see how NiP decide to rotate in.
I love this. Brollan. He's gone around the world on them. It's the perfect opportunity to catch Fallen. Now, it doesn't disrupt the plant, but is Fallen really ready for this? No way!
Of course he is.
No way!
Why do you question this guy? Every time he will deliver.
Can't quite believe he keeps getting away with it.
So sick. I love it. And they've made this one super viable as well.
KSCERATO! He's coming down behind him. Fallen just needs to exist. But never mind, frag, and this guy's a dead man! Okay, then NiP, they're in the ditch. They are in the bin.
Another show-stopping round from Fallen. Hitting the shots you don't expect. Ice cold as well. It's just another day in the office for this in-game leader. 8-4. This is the all-important shot, and Brollan was having the round from hell as well. He preempts it, pre-fires the corner, takes him down, and secures the shot towards single as well. Excellent round from Fallen.
So just a casual jumping preemptive aim shot. Yeah, just like,
Man, the replay package at the end of this series is just going to be a highlight reel for FURIA. The amount of stuff they're getting away with is crazy, and head trick goes into the vent with the AWP.
Make it like a full XXYY ladder stall montage.
How can NiP get back into the half, let alone back into the game? 3 rounds remain here.
Okay, I was going to say his yard. No, he's actually secret underneath. He might be able to contribute, though. If they do try this again, there's going to be a lot of bodies heading his way.
Shotgun AWP. Dangerous, but if you play close to those lines, maybe there's an opportunity. Looks like he might be poking his head up, flashing forward, and NiP, they're just going to fight for this in the yard. 3 players to the party, even a 4th now. Head Trick shows his head popping up at secret, but where do FURIA go in the 3v3?
I think they're going top side, and the Configs managed to catch one. That was the bomb, so that really does change your plans. Art reveals himself as well. Oh, can't hit the head, and Config, he's happy to oblige. You want to fight? I'll take you down with the M4. Leaves KSCERATO. Was responsible for lobby, but now with the bomb lost, 3 still alive, it's near impossible.
Art showing both his faces from Mirage to this one. Big kills on Mirage, and so far a little bit of a rough one. But look, he's put his body on the line, and the rest of FURIA are shining through in terms of locking down the rounds. They've been pretty close, though, so you can see the economy's not in a good way.
Yeah.
Well, KSCERATO is going to give it a go. He's not walking towards spawn. He is going to be combative here. First kill to find would be towards Secret. That's Head Trick with the AWP. But time is of the essence, 13 seconds. You might consider saving now, just trying to cause some financial damage. They can not really buy in the next round. I'd say saving's actually a pretty prime option for him, considering he's got 4K. He could drop, and he'll find the AWP. So we'll save the AWP at least. Nice round there towards outside. Config especially happy to take those jewels, as Alex mentioned. And that's just what the doctor ordered for the Ninjas. 8-5, 2 more rounds left to be played. And I would say the Ninjas need these. Nice shot from Head Trick. This time in the right place at the right time.
There you have it. Solid hold from NiP coming through. I'm watching you read that. Go back to this first quote.
On Physics Forums. Nice. This is my favorite place.
Up a little longer. Up a little longer.
Awesome.
Where's this one? If all your particles are primed for tunneling through a wall, then you can walk through it. That is the motivational speech I need to run through this wall.
I'm just saying, if your particles are primed, all at the same time, anything can happen.
You can no-clip through anything. KSCERATO no-clipping into vent now.
He is down there every round.
Yeah.
So like we said, the fact he saved the AWP is giving them a buy here. We've got the 3 pistols, a KSCERATO AK-47 who's down the vents already. So just going to slow things down and see if Fallen can work a pick, and Lord knows he's probably going to. Towards outside this time. Hasn't missed many. And we'll see him start to encroach towards that garage position, clearing every angle en route. Meanwhile, KSCERATO confirming the secret's clear.
Great catch from Fallen there.
Yeah.
So now they could do an outside play, walk across red with a couple of smokes, knowing that the secret is clear, but time will tell what they've got in mind.
Head Trick's holding the cross for now, but KSCERATO, he manages to fire off a warning shot that will tuck the AWP in. Information flows, Fallen with another nice little lineup there to get himself across. You can peek over the top of that. Keep that eye on Heaven, as Head Trick now going to realize he's smoked off. Oh, hampus isn't, though. He's got a lovely
position, isn't it?
Lovely little one-way, perhaps, over the top of that.
That's
I don't know if he spotted.
kill.
Turns the flash. He's playing it very well with 35 seconds left as well. FURIA, they are counting on his AWP, counting on Falling, finding something. He liked that smoke so much, he's throwing out his own version of it. Forward gap. They could get down, though. Don't forget, KSCERATO was burrowed in a little earlier. And this is the fight. This is the fight. Brollan's been baited. KSCERATO trying to find it. Nice work. Not yet a guarantee, as Fallen and Art have managed to find themselves 2 frags back, and he's even ready. Oh no! Distracted as well. Secret didn't reveal itself, but the bomb is down. Art using this. He's only got 2 frags here, but if he can find the 9th.
This is the kill. This is the big one. If he can find Head Trick, they might have a real chance of this. Yuri will find the frag towards ramp as well, and hampus, the captain, returning to NiP in a dire situation. Now 2 versus 1. He has got a kit. Good damage, even more so now. The Molotov makes things very uncomfortable. He doesn't have to peek at all at this stage. And the time will tick away. And I think hampus, he knows his days are numbered. Got a flashbang, has to go for the defuse now. And he should be able to get it, I would say.
Yuri!
Oh! Defused! He got it.
Couldn't quite get there in time.
It was a flash as well. The flash saved the day with milliseconds to spare.
I'm not going to lie, it looked like he was about to leave. And then your teammate said, you've got to kit. He picked it up off that door. I think he just picked it up as he was trying to leave. Then the molly fades, it all clicks for him. But yeah, the fact that it was 2 kills from NiP. It was a 5v3 at one point, and then just a flurry of frags. That flash, you can see Yuri, as well, his crosshair was on the money. He was just not counter-strafing, he was fully blind, and just going for a bit of a Hail Mary there. So yeah, NiP, they will post a 6th round. Really closing that gap nicely, considering how in control FURIA have looked throughout this T side.
But you said it as well, you know, the key piece of the puzzle there, good comms from NiP to say kit door, you know, ran in, grabbed it. Maybe it was spur of the moment, we don't know, we're not in the comms with them, but someone's probably called that. And off the back of it, hampus gets that cheeky ninja.
Big clutch.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. Looking to close the gap here, at least end with an 8-7 if possible, and they've got all the advantages they could ask for here. A CZ for Fallen, a Mac 10 for Art, who's currently sat on 3-13, so after having a real excellent performance on Mirage, he has dropped off somewhat, but they've done more than enough here for a serviceable T-half, and towards the ramp we go. All in, as we see the first couple of kills land in favor of NiP.
That's exactly how the previous started, so hold on. Art finding one, aggressive into hampus, the Mac 10 up close.
So fast.
Yeah, now look what it's done to Headtrick. He's worried about so many different angles. He's getting picked at, sprayed at. Shello's got him under scrutiny, and just like that, the 5v3 is equalized. Slate wiped clean, mid-round on.
Yeah, and FURIA are loving that. Bear in mind, into the SMGs, the pistols, the fact they've got to do a 3-on-3 now, and they've got an AWP and 2 AKs. They are loving this. Plenty of time on the clock as well. Decent lobby control for Rez. He knows he can't really be too inquisitive. He just has to hold tight, hopefully take at least one down with him. It's a pretty committed position, but he's playing it well. Config with him.
Yeah, I mean, this is the angle.
Do they clear it? Everyone forgets about this line, but you can see Cello might have just seen a shoulder jiggling, but it's enough to pick up another config to be able to answer with one real damn quick 2v2. And he's got a line here at Tetris to play, but the team might be lining up for him. Sharp from Cello. He is so good on the headshots right now. Bomb going to be hitting the ground with 40 on the clock.
Yeah, 40 seconds. Brollan. This is going to be the real gap closer, and he's going for the plant, the incendiary behind. I think he's still going to get the digits punched in time. Art, though, forced wide. Brollan should have him, and he does. Closes it to just a one-round game. Brollan will come up clutch and a couple of clutches at the end of this half to keep this game competitive. Do not go anywhere. FURIA looking to take it in 2, or NiP to secure the distance. Find out when we return.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Asus Republic of Gamers, DHL, the United States Air Force, 1xBet, Monster Energy, and Gaming Malta. It's time for the DHL Drop. Every week, CSGO talent go head-to-head to beat the buzzer. You can join them by typing !DHL Drop in the chat. Answer the questions correctly to get added to the global leaderboard. The higher you climb, the closer to earning a prize you are.
many words you can use for that first half, but the one I choose is inseparable at the half. 8-7.
It would be accurate. Only one round separating these two teams, Alex. And FURIA looked like they had the map locked in after the first 8 or so rounds, but NiP clawing their way back into it. Some excellent clutches, most notably by hampus, to keep the dream alive. Sure, it's only 7 rounds on the CT side, but that's enough.
From
they
7 to 3?
7
to 3
sure.
to us 8-7.
Not bad.
That is certainly not to be snuffed at, as we do get ourselves a double smoke pistol out of NiP's T side. Let's see if they can get to their winning ways early. They did find the first pistol. This would be both, and it would be tying us all up.
And remember, a lot of teams, especially at Pro League, we're seeing a lot of anti-stratting in these pistol rounds here. They're understanding their tendencies and trying to exploit them. And it seems like Config is aware of potential ramp aggression. Yuri gets a face full of lead. Same story for KSCERATO. It's an excellent start for NiP here.
Let's see how Brollan expects to make his way across at Outers, and that's if he even goes for it. P2K, a little bit of inaccuracy, but he's making noise. He's letting them know where he's coming from there, and will fall away. Look to play the range game as NiP just keep those brakes held, not going anywhere just yet.
Ooh, hampus just caught one on the face. Long range P2K.
Mining is pretty damn good for Config.
Oh, patience rewarded on that one, right? He's got the first frag almost immediately. Cello added to his frag total a little later. Still with 5 alive, NiP, this would be a dream if you can get all 5 still alive at the end of this round. Fallen and Art are going to do everything in their power to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, the thing is, for Art, he still has Kevlar and 100 HP. They're going to force buy in the second round. Well, that doesn't matter anymore. He's got himself a kill and $300 at least. So we're going to do a bit more damage if possible. We've got Fallen towards the ramp behind the back box, and Art will go join him as they look to find some exits.
Buddy's system always pretty solid. Should be able to establish a crossfire, and that's if they don't just push down the ramp to try and deny any of this armor getting saved across for NiP into the next. Saving that armor, of course, means so much extra util, but it looks like they're walking straight up the ramp, straight into the CTs. And these P2K in the hands of Art needs to do a little bit more work. Rez with the Julies will finish it off eventually, finding the final 2 kills of the round. And the equalizer for Ninjas in Pajamas, 8-8.
Well, the yelling has started. When will the barking begin, though? That's the question. Because they need to get real in their stride before hampus will turn into the Hellhound, as we'll see.
Is that a hound sound he makes? It's
more
a
of a
high-pitched
It's more of a puppy sometimes.
Yeah,
it's a yip.
Yeah.
Yip, yip.
But I do enjoy it.
Puppy Australian, I don't know. Yip, yip, mate.
Oh,
Yip, mate.
we've got the full eco here.
A Fico.
Most teams will take the force buy in the second round of Nuke, but considering they've got so many T rounds, I guess they're playing for the bigger picture. And we've got hampus full send down towards Secret. Wall of smoke's deployed, and they're going to get everyone down to the looks of things. 4 players will join him.
Oh, wow.
Considerable damage there from the P2000. If they can get a couple of kills, that will be worth it, that's for sure. Cello on the hunt as he looks to push through the smoke here. Still damage being inflicted. And we'll see if they can do any more.
Yeah, well, good patience and from Hedrick and good awareness that there was a gap that needed to be covered. Even hit another onto Fallen as well, so good work getting it done.
Okay.
Full eco handled. Now it's with the double Mac 10, which was so perfect in the previous, now going to be maybe going to make life a bit more difficult for you up against those M4s.
3 kills on Mackies means there's plenty of money in the bank. Hedrick moving towards the AWP if he wants to go for that approach. Of course, we did see NiP playing with him on the rifle more so over on Mirage, especially on the T side.
Go on, let's hear him.
Art dropped the AWP for Fallen, which means he has no armor in this round.
It's a strat. It's a theoretical thing, and Fallen, he's crunched the numbers, Alex. Don't question
I'm just saying, watch this Mac 10 rip a new one for Art. This poor man is made of paper right now. KSCERATO down the vents on the CT side this time. Oh, just absolutely pooned.
Speed.
By Hampini.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. It was always going to be a difficult round with the Galils and the Mac 10s, but pace on its side, hampus completely crushes the rotating KSCERATO. It's Fallen, though, as mentioned, with armor. And an AWP in this third round. We'll see whether he can actually do anything with it, though. Holding towards the windows, needs to try and get a more established position. Going towards ramp, thinking it might be a fake here, potentially.
With so much control for the ninjas as well. Look at this. They're just going through the sequence, clearing as a unit. And when you've got full door side control...
It's so much util, bro.
You can just smoke off ramp.
So there are no CTs down towards lower. This might be a save of as
especially
soon as
considering that what we just started by highlighting.
Is this Inferno?
Could be.
Just like that. Just like that.
Well, Rez in prime position to go and deny any of these saves from coming through. Let's see what he's going to be able to do with the Galil now, because that seems to be what we're watching. FURIA not having a sniff towards that lower site at all. But they are going to group up here towards the lobby, towards T-Roof.
This would be huge from Rez if he can take a couple of these away. T-Roof, I'm sure he'll consider it. It's going to come down to timing more than anything here. Oh, Fallen. Does adjust, takes him down. That information flows though, and now he's going to use that little bit of an opportunity to head deeper in towards spawn. Should be enough now. Mission accomplished. Fallen averts what could have been quite disastrous. And so 10 for the Ninjas in Pajamas. Good start for their T-side campaign. Both pistols and the conversion.
True. Yeah, you couldn't ask for much more here. The recovery's certainly on. It's 10-8 in their favor right now. Money is flowing very nicely indeed, but still, FURIA did save 4 weapons there. That's the only real kill that came through for the T-side. Is more than enough. And Brollan preserving that AWP was everything as well. So I have another full buy here. It's a Galil for Cello, but he'll certainly take it as we get into round number 19.
And Art's got armor, more importantly.
There it is. Yeah, good point. No helmet, though.
Yeah.
Against the Galil and the FAMAS could be a problem, I suppose.
Could be a cheeky little one-tap with one of those coming through at some point. But 10 seconds in, looks like NiP aren't going too fast anywhere. Just locking onto the lobby. And FURIA, plenty of early util to deny the rush. Ooh. He's on today.
Yeah, good restraint. Now it's brought on that jiggle out. Chip damage as well on the Ninjas here. Art, what's your plan? Yeah, hands the smoke has fallen again in the feed, doing everything for the squad. A second flash is well placed as well. Art playing around his own smoke. Fallen just dumping util to segregate what remains of the Ninjas as Art will play this one to perfection.
I was wondering what the purpose of that smoke on the ramp was, but it makes so much sense. It sets up a beautiful one-way when you're on the CT side of the ramp, and they just have no idea. They can't see. That's a strong position regardless. And the fact you got a one-way there as well, that's really cool.
Yeah, vision denial from the smoke, but also just those fences coming across the top of the ramp. You cannot see him play.
Most CT players, when they're dropping down lower, they'll drop a smoke as well that says, oh, you can't come down here, right? So it's like kind of double-faceted in that side. But really enjoyed that, and might even implement it into my own game, as we'll see Yuri pushing in towards the lobby. This is a very clean round, as Hampus will be the last player remaining, and the Ridic star will finally come crumbling down, and it'll be FURIA to post their first CT round here, 3-1.
Flawlessly as well. 5 alive.
You did mention, though, they had so many Mackie skills, I think you called it. They've got lots of money, so that won't be a problem. They can drop an AWP even if they require. But Fallen, my God, he hits everything so far. That's the smoke I was talking about.
Yes, nice one.
Big flank as well. FURIA with the numbers, still able to put that pressure on Outers, and Yuri gets the freest flank.
Double AWP setup. Arts will have a go as well. And to be fair, he hasn't had masses of impact so far. This is a good B plan, I would say. Like, if his game isn't connecting as much as he'd like, just bring out the AWP, try and get 1 kill around. He's patrolling towards maybe Secret, I think, right now. Or the back of the garage, but at the ramp.
Need to get those eyes checked.
I don't know what I was thinking there.
Look,
don't know what happened.
7 can look like 9 from afar.
That's the
yeah, to be fair, I was wearing my glasses this week. I didn't today. Maybe that's bring those back.
Glasses gapped, unfortunate for you. But look, FURIA.
Ooh, he's doing some smokes. It's all planned. Rez.
The one-man show.
Yeah.
The smoke show. Roll up, roll up.
And it does mean, by virtue of one man throwing all 3, you get this pace. Look at Hampus. Look, he's just going to move with them as they bloom. He's already ahead of the curve and ahead of the util, maybe. Just in time. All 3 slip down Secret. So the timings may be off for the CT rotations here.
Chance that connected there. That would have been sick. Bear in mind now, the retakes can be very difficult. They have got Art at the scene of the crime, but he has no idea how deep they are. Down Secret potentially, but remember it was smoked off. He has no intel as to what's going on here.
How's the spacing between NiP? Not good enough to go for that trade, and you can see both the AWPs on the lower side.
Wild.
Makes
2
things
turrets.
so confusing. And NiP, they're going to find out that Art's here as well. Why the hell is there 2 AWPs down on lowers, guys? NiP saying to one another.
I've never seen that before.
And it's working.
Yeah, it really is.
Gosh.
And now what do? You got, what, 13 seconds, yeah, you have to save, that's it. Unfortunate, lads, but at least they'll save an AWP and 2 AKs. It's the double AWP setup down towards lower that completely dismantles the offense.
As we've all predicted, you know, Yanko time after time tells us when things aren't working, double AWP lower.
Bob's your uncle.
And Bob's your uncle.
And this is why FURIA, even with, you know, these lineup changes coming through, is still one of the best teams to watch because you get things like this happening.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I mean, they've always brought their own flavor, and now they've got Fallen, who I really like some of the interviews he's given where he highlights that he doesn't want to neuter that FURIA flavor. He just wants to have, you know, multiple gears. He wants to be able to show, like, hey, we can play the moral book, and then we can have our own. And being able to differentiate between the two, it just means you're much more unpredictable.
Yep.
If you know that you're playing against FURIA, you know what you're going to get normally. But if Fallen can integrate both of those styles into a kind of, you know, choose your own adventure book.
He's the perfect chef to blend the flavors, right?
Yes, most definitely. And check this one out. He's actually pre-aiming the boost.
Yeah, the heroic boost.
Yeah.
Is ready for it. Yeah, it's quite rare to see that, to be honest.
Yeah,
so if it works out for him, fair play. Bear in mind, this is a forced buy from NiP. After saving 3 weapons, you don't get any extra cash on the T side, of course, so those 3 players wouldn't be able to drop. It's going to be Deagle for Hampus and Brollan on the Tech 9. They still have a decent amount of utility, but Fallen has got a ton of space outside. This time, doesn't get the kill, but he does connect once again. Takes Hampus down to 20 points of health. And they haven't really got much in terms of control of the map. Time is ticking as well. We hit the 1-minute mark.
Sends Hampus back to lobby. They're looking at that A side.
Nice.
Cello does well to find the head of Rez. KSCERATO, he's got a lot to do here. Config's his first victim. Yuri with him. And they're finding every shot required. Another one for KSCERATO.
Super sick. Like, he was surrounded there, overworked in the position, and he's had a quiet one so far, but those are 2 massive frags out to close things out. They know that's a big round. Gary's loving it. Handshakes, high five, fist bumps all round, and a bit of massaging of the chest as well. The head, a kiss on the head.
Yeah.
You don't see that too often, but it's quite nice to see.
We should do a full highlight reel of all the Gary reactions. Just a full Gary cam.
We've got the tier list set up, all right? We can wipe it off,
Yeah.
set up our own little tiers again, and just have a look at all of the best coach celebrations throughout Pro League.
That's my favorite so far.
Yeah.
That was very nice. Very
The
inspiring.
celebration.
I like the
Here's the kiss.
I like
The tender kiss.
guttural nices out of Zonic. He does like a real warrior.
And then pats it in as well, right after.
Full eco, boys. And Fallen. He wants to get it over and done with.
He's confident. He's sharp.
Go on.
This is a really good-looking Fallen right now. Carrying on that form from Gamers 8. Like, they lost 2-0 to Na'Vi, right? But, like, he was looking better than Simple at times. Like, it was insane how fast he was looking and continues to impress. Sure, against an Eke, those are 3 quick frags, all flicks, and still hungry for more.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's almost comical how Fallen will be like, yeah, maybe I've got 1 more year in me. Yeah, maybe,
Right.
you know, the amount of times this man has, quote-unquote, been about to retire.
Yeah.
And now he finds himself in the top team of his region, pulling out leadership and playing like he is, he's got an anime profile picture, you know?
It's fair. And he's got a panther. Kind of looks like a Thundercat, I suppose.
Yeah.
So that's something.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Well, 4 rounds away from a 2-0 against the Ninjas and send them into the last chance. That would be quite an achievement. Good day in the office here in Group A. 18 seasons of ESL Pro League, NiP. Bit of a mainstay. May not be making the long run through to those playoffs. Last chance, it's a deep, deep bucket.
So he just gets 3 kills outside, like dominating kills, and then next round, straight up, aggressive in ramp, changing it up, staying unpredictable, staying dynamics, exactly what you love to see. And for now, waiting for the aggression. NiP have been rattled, waiting for the first kill to come in their favor. We've got Art down towards lower once again with the AWP, so that's patrolled, but no outside smokes deployed just yet. We are going to see NiP with just a plethora of Molotovs, boys. They've got flashes and Molotovs in a single smoke here.
No one's T-Roof, or are they? Yeah, they are. Okay.
A couple of them.
All right, good. So that's where those Molotovs are going to be ending up. And Fallen, if he catches a full clear on this, he's in a power position.
Oh,
Yeah, Rez.
that angle. He can see the
Noted.
belt.
Fallen gets it. Nice trade. Big trade.
They were waiting for their opportunity. Someone to get too aggressive there, and sure, Fallen only gets 1, but now they know they can get down towards lower. But bear in mind, we mentioned it, Art is already ready and waiting with the AWP. They've got a lot to do here, but 40 seconds to try and complete the task.
Double doors open. Holding, connecting. Brollan out of the equation now, and the numbers still strong for FURIA. Art repositioning over towards control and looking through the windows. That gets broken. But can he connect on more? Configure in for the re-swing. Manages to tackle Art out of the round for now. KSCERATO in with a trade. The Brazilians really happy with how this one's going. Open plant for ramp. Head trick. Just trying to pick the fight he wants to take now, but he's not going to last too long. Hampus, the IGL, can he lead? Can he win the 1v3?
Yeah, well, he's got a chance to do so. 1 or 2 versus 1 in the first half. He'll have to replicate that form to stand a chance here, but Yuri will spray him down. No problem whatsoever. Another convincing round for FURIA as they hold strong in the lower bomb side there. Fallen, aggressive towards the lobby. That was their access point, though. They got the equal trade and rushed down towards lower. They knew the aggression would come in eventually. They execute down, but Art ready and waiting. And that double up setup has been fantastic for them. What do I just miss? Is it another good celebration?
Playing rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
But I wonder, you know, I wonder if Fallen and that aggressive AWPing, it almost sent them into that art AWP.
Yeah.
There's part of me that wonders what, like, you know, Fallen is very calculated, but the fact that he goes for something like that, as you discussed, perhaps that was all part of his wicked plan. Oh, who won? So Gary won. Yeah, okay. 1.10 in the rock, paper, scissors and the FURIA camp.
We've got the Talon Rock, Paper, Scissors tournament after this game, of course, so stick around for that. Everyone's ready for it.
Everyone's hyped. Let's see what happens. This is really where NiP need to post a round. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a run of 5 from the CT side.
Yeah, both pistols for NiP, and Yuri, very patient. He will strike with great vengeance, so the AK-47 finding a double kill. KSCERATO nails the bomb. Config fighting 2 for Nail. It's not quite enough, though. Config, though, has got chance. It's the auto sniper of Art. An old classic when he's feeling himself on Nuke. He brings it out. The bomb's down towards main. And I don't think the CTs have much control. They've got Cello on the roof here. Config looking to pre-fire. And he has got the bomb. So indeed, he'll better sneak away here. Provides a sound cue just to ruffle the feathers of the defense here.
Oh, spotted. Towards heaven. Art can be chipped down to half HP. Plenty of util for him to play with. And Cello as well won't win that one.
This is where you wish you didn't have the auto sniper. Like,
yeah.
Sake. We've got to actually make this work in a 1v1.
He's gambling B. That's interesting. I wonder if Config...
Yeah, Config's outplaying him here.
No, he's heading ramp side, so...
He'll have... I would say he goes heaven here, but who knows?
Timing might end up working out for Art if he does decide to go all the way to heaven. Art now worried.
Yeah, thinking about it.
Spinning around. Tucking into the corner and just waiting to figure out where that bomb's going. 10 seconds, Config will drop.
Yeah, once he plants, though, should be a locked-in round. Like, there'll just be no intel. You have got a smoke for the defuse here. It would take, like, a mistake, though, from Config to give him a chance. Bomb replanted, and now he can go anywhere. And you're retaking with the auto sniper. Not a regular situation by any stretch, but we'll see what he can do.
Pre-scoped from ramp all the way through lobby. Config probably in the best position to deal with this, though, tucking at CT.
If he comes out the hut and pre-fires the vent, maybe it works out, but it's a massive maybe. He's going to the hut. Does he have the presence of mind to pre-fire this position with the auto sniper? Time will tell. Creeping forward, Config with a pre-aim as well. It would take a magnificent shot! And one that will not connect, and it's going to be NiP breaking the streak there 5 rounds in a row against them.
Big clutch out of Config. Great awareness. That first shot in the sequence as well. Good read. He knew the player was initially hot. He baited that out as he picked up the bomb. This shot onto Cello, incredibly precise.
Yeah.
And yeah, playing it very well positionally. Uses all the time he had. He was actually on top site. He picked up the bomb and goes all the way, ring around the rosy, up heaven.
Yeah.
To secure it.
Big clutch from the big man.
Even though they won the round there, NiP are operating with a Galil and 2 MAC-10s. They're
pacey.
Going for an upper rush here. That smoke denies the Molotov towards Hut, and Config's found a lot of space here. You think he'd find the first frag, but it's completely shut down. One more to deal with. Makes light work of Reds, and still a fighting chance here. The MAC-10s are fighting back. Brollan with the Galil, looking to upgrade to the AK if possible. Both of them towards upper. There's an AWP for head trick, his weapon of choice here. HE in the hand of KSCERATO will have to deploy it. He's actually not going to be Molotov'd out there. The one-way smoke denies it. It's a 3 versus 2. They'll pump the brakes and see what's available to them. Does Fallen hit another banger? Of course he does. 3 versus 1. Brollan with it all to play for.
The young gun up against the old master, and well, Fallen teaches him something. Maybe Brollan can revenge a little bit. Not anymore. He's been spotted out. Takes the first engagement. Spotted out by Urian. I mean, with this control, He might have a chance to plant. I'm saying that was bated
breath.
That
would do, honestly. The money's so bad right now. True. Even after winning the last round, they need a plant here. We'll get it. So, yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, DGL just telling them, well, at least you got a plant. You weren't going to win it. You've got some cash going forward. In terms of loss bonus, boys, they're going to have 2,900. So with the 1,000 they have right now and the bomb plant going down, is actually pretty good news at Brollan plant today. Might have saved the day here. If they win the next round off the back of that, you never know. It could be enough.
It was bleak, you know. I mean, considering it was a config touch.
Like 4K across the board here. So without the bomb plant, it would have been a half buy. Guaranteed. They can at least buy here and deny series points.
Solid hold from KSCERATO, who is finding his feet towards the end of the series. And that's if it is the end of the series. We'll see what NiP have to say about that.
This is where it all comes down to. That bomb has given them a fighting chance. I can't stress that enough. They would have had to a half buy otherwise. So this could be another. You're expecting something maybe faster pace, getting towards that ramp, try and get a trade on the AWPer again. That's worked out for them. We'll see what they've got in mind. They're going straight down the vents potentially. And indeed, they will be successful in doing so. At least one player made it down.
Yeah, they did.
With the bomb, so we'll see if it's enough. Smoke to be deployed, Art waiting, and drops the incendiary. I think that bomb still goes down. We'll see.
That's given a huge amount of information. Art dumping a bit of util of his own towards that lower site. NiP know that the rotations come down thick and fast from some of the FURIA members, but bombs over towards double door. Oh, big shot from Config.
Needed that.
Save the day.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a kill with Galil. Oh, Cello has been so good in these 1v1 duels. No one can seem to take him down, and that might be enough to find series points here. 4-on-2. We've got Rez and Config to defend. The bomb just planted as well, and they've got a Molotov to try and deal with this situation.
What have you got for us, Rez? Config, the two highest fraggers so far for the Ninjas in pajamas. 4 versus 2, but that time, look at the time on that bomb. If they could just find the first diffuser, it might be enough. I say that. Config's gone now. Rez has to be the hero. He's found 2. If he could just stop the defuse, it's good. Oh! Covered! And 15 in the bag. It was a valiant attempt.
It was difficult to keep up what was going on there. I thought he killed the diffuser through the smoke. It wasn't meant to be, and it will be series point. A valiant effort indeed. Doesn't get much closer than that.
How much health was on the diffuser there? I think there was a body block stealing away one of those bullets, so that could have been the difference maker. Looks like it doesn't matter. Not going to see that. Fallen with 2 points of health. He was the one almost gone. But that's 15 on the board for FURIA. 1 round, all that's needed. 4 match points to play with.
Is it really the final round of today's play? Or will NiP show a little bit more tenacity? Already in that low site. This time equipped with a rifle. Managed to scavenge away a nice AK-47 to do the dirty work. No resistance ramp, says Brollan. Headtrick's got the bomb on his back as he joins him. So a 3-man descent off this ramp position. A 4th on his way as well through radio. There is no door on decon. Oh, Fallen gets a lot more than he bargained for on that one.
Big info. Flashes forward. Art will make his way to the lower side. Time gets that bomb on the ground, but it's a quick trade. Rez already dropping towards the dark side of sight. And there's plenty of space to get this one planted. And finally, a man advantage for NiP. It feels like it's been so long since I've been able to say that.
Yeah, well, finally, they post the rounds here. It might be in the nick of time as well. Config confirms the round. KSCERATO remains. The money's not amazing as well. So they'll be getting $1,400 on top of pretty much nothing for a couple of them. So very interesting scenes here. I think a tactical timeout might be in order for FURIA, just to decide what the overall plan's going to be. Are we going to try and end it quickly? Are we going to try and buy into this one now and steal it away? Or we let them get closer and closer to 15 and go for the full buy here? So KSCERATO gets himself another $300 at least, 3,000, trying to keep them modest. It looks like he might be able to do so. He needs to save his M4 though. That would be great news. Gives him a chance to drop the M4 they did want to buy. And Yuri's got 7.5K. So I think a tactical timeout and a buy is in order.
It's a lot of communication. I just took half an ear cup off, and they're basically trying to prove you wrong here, Henry, by doing rapid numbers. Crunching the numbers. It seems they've managed to work it out, albeit with some caveats. It's only going to really be Art making the sacrifice. You still get Fallen on his signature weapon. Everyone's armored. Everyone's equipped.
Yeah,
no
so
blocks.
The concessions are like key bits of utility, helmets on a couple, and yeah, an MP9. But the AWP of Fallen has been nothing short of spectacular each and every time.
Nice bit of movement. Decent set play from NiP to get hampus all the way into secret. Quick, smart with the run boost. And Art is going to be the one to answer, dropping onto the lower side.
Feeling a lot of pressure. He's called for Fallen's assistance. Config in no hurry either. Rez late out towards the yard. A late arrival for sure. But NiP, this is a lot of ground. Covered nicely. Fallen, he's considering his options. And Art, he's going to be the canary in the coal mine. He'll be reporting if Fallen needs to focus on this side of the double doors. He's going to be there. He's going to be there. It's a good weapon. MP9 strikes. Fallen does connect as well. An advantage for FURIA. They're 3 frags away.
Oh!
Nails it for a second.
Get him out of here.
FURIA send NiP to the last chance.
Insane series coming out of the Brazilians, sticking in that mid-tier, mid-bracket. And they've still got another chance to make it, even if things don't go right from here. Either way, NiP looking terribly defeated there. And then Nuke.